Commanders and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Command... Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later. Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's taken it around the 40. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their rookie cornerback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 10 carries, 66 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they are A game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here's 3rd and 6. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Powell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, Howell now. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Ojulari continuing to look like a real presence for the Giants. 5.5 sacks and 3 forced fumbles in only 7 games in 2022. Let's see what the pace looks like for him if he's able to avoid the injury bug.
And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he'll get this to the 32. You talk about this Washington defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. This now a 3rd and 4. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 16. Now they go play action with Howell. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Azeez Ojulari. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3rd and 9 here. Howell down to throw it. He stiff arms him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Oh, able to avoid him. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Howell from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second down throw for Howell. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down, Howell to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. 2nd and 6. And Howell will throw it. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
It's Howell with another throw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Howell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Little bootleg here. Howell. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Commanders 14, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Richardson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Giants come in with 2 wins on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense heading out. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 17-yard line.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Commanders' 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Richardson working from the gun. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Howell. That quick throw there is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a nice play defensively on first down, as this is knocked away and incomplete. Powell. And he's got it. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Powell, 3rd and goal. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there to make the grab. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Washington kick team back out there now, as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape. As we look around the NFL here in week number 7, we'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Justin Fields, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Isaiah Hodgins, a touchdown reception. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action with Richardson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Azeez Ojulari getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. It's caught, Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. first. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On the counter, this is Robinson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and goal from the 1. They go play action with Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Robinson. Well, I was thinking this was 4-down territory, but now they go backwards 3 yards. I don't think so anymore.
Yeah, and the head coach is saying, what do you think, to the offensive coordinator? You know what he's saying back? Coach, I don't have that play on my sheet. Send in the field goal kicker.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Robinson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That is caught and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he didn't have a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Goes right back to Smith again. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Woods. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, Richardson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start with the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. There he goes, left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Commanders continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Complete. Smith has it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure.
That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Richardson's throw complete there to Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. Richardson looking to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Point after try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense set to take over. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 88 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the